Hey everybody and welcome to the bullshit party. That explosion is never gonna get old. Anyway, in this one we're gonna be taking the new podium vehicle, the Zhaba, and doing a challenge with it. What's the challenge? When is it gonna take place? And what's the challenge? Oh wait, already said that. Let me just mosey on off to the start line, and the answer to all your questions are gonna be answered, considering the challenge that is. And for the uninitiated, the Zhaba is an amphibious vehicle. That means that the challenge we're going to be doing today needs to be something that incorporates water, rough terrain, and, well, maybe a road or two. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting the challenge on the west side of the map in the military base. Then we're going to be off-roading to the lake, then we're going to be crossing the lake to the other side, and then following dirt roads and off-roading we're going to be going onto the highway, and from the highway we're going to be going to our final destination, which is this store right here. All in all, pretty straightforward, but if you know something about the Zhaba, is that it's not an ordinary vehicle. And this challenge, just like most of the challenges we do, is gonna have a 10-minute time limit. And without any further ado, the timer's gonna start as soon as we exit the military base. Which is gonna be now. I mean, now. Maybe now? There we go. Can you believe sometimes people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? The nerve of those people. But back to the challenge. As you can see, straight off the bat, I'm going the wrong way. And this challenge, just like any other challenges that we do, is gonna be a one-shot type of deal. So let's hope that I'll be able to make up for that, and let's see what happens. Fascinating. Oh, and if you're not familiar with my channel, I did a review of the Zhaba a couple of days ago, or yesterday depending on when you're watching this video, or maybe a week ago, or a year ago. The point is, I did a review on it, and if you want to see that review, I'm gonna post it somewhere around here so you can watch it. And I don't mean to spoil the video for you, but let's just say that this is not my favorite vehicle in the game. Not even my second or third favorite. It's probably somewhere near the bottom. Bottom. For everything the Zhaba has going for it, it has so many things that are wrong with it. And the freshest example in my mind that I can give you right now is that the front wheels don't turn. Oh, no. Since this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, in order to turn, the tires on one side sort of turn in opposite directions. And if my explanation of this makes it sound stupid, then I'm doing the mechanic justice. And the inability to steer makes this vehicle extremely prone to spinouts. And it has to be said as well that it has a high center of gravity, so I'm very surprised it actually made it this far. I was honestly expecting this to be a 2-minute video. Go Zhaba, you're the champ! And one cool thing about the Zhaba is that it's armored, so it allows me to do things like this. To be fair, I strayed a bit from the path that I wanted to take originally, but that's the fun of the challenge. It's a one-time deal and anything can happen. Even though mostly it's my fault when it fails. What? Nothing. And before you start pointing your fingers telling me I can't drive, that's right, but this vehicle is very difficult to drive. Asking me to drive this vehicle properly is like asking a troll to post trollish comments on YouTube videos without a keyboard. Maybe that should be the challenge for the next video. But back to this video, I think we're keeping a very nice pace here. We're under 2 minutes and we're about a quarter or a fifth of the way there. And I just wanted to address something that a lot of people have been asking me over the past couple of weeks. How do I determine the amount of time for each individual challenge? I'll let you in on my secret. Meeny, miny, mo. And if this were an episode of Friends, we'd have the laugh track to cover the awkward silence right now. But in all seriousness, 10 minutes sounds like a nice round number, so that's what I decided to do. And that's how I decide the numbers for the other challenges as well. It's basically something that I decide literally 2 minutes before I film the video. And I'm really excited for when things work out. For example, the last couple of weeks, I don't remember the names of the cars, but where we went from one airport to the other. And all that in 10 minutes. And the finish was insane, because I was like 3 seconds off at the end. And I think things like that make a cool video to watch. But I wouldn't know anything about it since I don't watch my own videos. Not even this one right now. I'm staring at a black screen. And at this point I started feeling courageous about the challenge. So I started thinking, what if I went off-road? Even if it doesn't save me a lot of time, it's still gonna be a cool moment for the video. And all in all, how worse can it get? Like, I can't lose time if I go off-road, right? Oh, that's right, I forgot. When I'm filming a video, anything that could go wrong will go wrong. But no, I shouldn't be a pessimist. This was probably an isolated incident. It's probably gonna be smooth sailing from now on. Or flying. And that entire time-saving effort cost me about 20 seconds. But never mind that now, I'm excited because we're very close to the water, and you know what that means. We're gonna see it. And not only see it, but we're gonna be able to take the Zhaba for a spin in the water and see how it performs. Full disclosure, this is my first time testing it in the water. Well, aside from the swimming pool, but that doesn't count. Oh, this isn't slow or tedious at all. Oh, what's this? Don't mind if I do. And that's the story of how I saved an entire ship filled with dragons. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you're here. Pretend you didn't hear that and let's move on. And in typical bull sheep fashion, even though there's only one car on the road, guess who decided to crash into me? Or the other way around. Whatever. And since the Great Lakes sucked a lot of our time, I decided to cut the corner here and shave a couple of seconds of the time. And you know how people say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing expecting a different result? Well, see, I think that's the definition of stupid. Did I just call myself stupid? I don't know. You'll be the judge on that, but I don't think we saved any time. Especially now. But this wasn't really as bad as I imagined. We actually probably did save a couple of seconds. Cue the oncoming traffic. And I promise you, I wasn't aiming for the car, it just happens to look that way. And this is what I was talking about when I said that even the slightest bump is gonna make this vehicle spin out of control. But the good news at the moment is that it appears that we made up the time we lost in the lake. So unless I start crashing into everything I see, we should be good. Oh no. And you've probably noticed that I'm not talking a lot this past couple of minutes or so, and that's because I don't have anything to say. It's pretty self-explanatory, and now we're on the highway and we are literally maybe a minute and a half away from the finish line. So I guess just by coincidence, this is gonna be a tight one as well. and I can already make out the gas station on the right there. Unless something completely disastrous happens right now, this is gonna be a successful challenge. The timer is gonna stop as soon as we go next to the fuel pump. And of course, right before the finish line. And regardless of that, the challenge is completed in 9 minutes and 9 seconds. And there you have it, that proves it. If you don't have the proper vehicle, you can take 10 minutes for something that usually takes 1. And I don't know about you, but I'm sort of sick of the Zhaba at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put it sleep with the fishes, if you know what I mean. And with that, I think that brings an end to this video. Hopefully you liked what you saw, and if that's the case, please don't forget to leave a like. Also comment, let me know what you thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future cool content. And with all that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Can't even drop off the cliff right.